Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome again to the 16th Annual Nebraska Wind and Solar Conference. It looks like we have a great turnout here for the next day and a half or so. As John mentioned, and as you noticed in the agenda, I'm not Director Macy. Unfortunately, he could not be here today, but he sends his regards and me. My name is Sarah Starostka. I'm the Planning and Aid Division Administrator with the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy. Energy programs administered by DEE are housed in my division, including our state energy program, our weatherization assistance program, and a variety of new related energy programs. This morning, I'll give a brief update on wind and solar in our state and the work that NDE has been doing. Nebraska has maintained a reliable mix of diverse energy resources. These resources are all part of powering our state. Over the years, that generation mix has changed, yet still remains low cost and reliable, making Nebraska a great place to live, work, and grow. Nebraska has enormous potential for capturing wind and solar resources. These resources play a role in Nebraska ranking #1 in power grid reliability and #12 for the quality of our natural environment. Nebraska is ranked 15th for installed wind capacity in the country. And our total solar power generation has nearly doubled since 2018. Here are a few new wind and solar facilities that came online within the past year. Additional information regarding these facilities and others are available on our website. So what have we been up to? Well, with the influx of new federal funding brings new opportunities for our state. At DE, we have been busy monitoring, assessing, and applying for various funding opportunities and developing new programs. And most days, we still feel like we're drinking out of a fire hose. On the following slides, I'll touch briefly on what our team has been working on. All right, the Climate Pollution Reduction Grant, this is one that our agency is really excited about, the governor's really excited about. This past August, we were awarded $3 million for a planning grant through the US EPA to develop a priority climate action plan and a comprehensive climate action plan, which are to identify measures that focus on reducing greenhouse gas emissions. We will work with various stakeholders to identify voluntary actions and incentive programs. The plans must consider these 6 sectors identified on the screen. Stakeholder outreach meetings will be starting in the very near future. So we invite stakeholders to join one or more of the sector-based work groups to discuss, evaluate, and propose potential GHG emission reduction measures that can be incorporated into our plans. This is a statewide effort. More information on how to become involved in this effort can be found on our website, and additional information is also here at our booth the next 2 days. Here's the timeline for the grant. As you can see, it is very aggressive as deadlines are set by the federal program. Our next major milestone is for DEE to submit our priority climate action plan by March 1st of 2024. The comprehensive action plan is due August of 2025. And in between there, or this past September, actually, EPA released guidance on the implementation grant program, and applications for those funds are due April 1st of 2024. So what that program does, it allows eligible entities to apply for competitive grant funds through EPA to implement the measures that are identified in the Priority Climate Action Plan. Again, the time frame is real tight, so we've been working very feverishly and just really encourage everybody to check out our website. We did a informational session last week, so that recording is available on our website and kind of provides a brief overview of the program, the requirements of the program, and then also identifies some potential emission reduction measures for consideration for each of the individual 6 sectors. DEE is expected to receive approximately $128 million in formula funds over the next few years. And this is just to date, so that doesn't include any additional programs that are coming out on what seems like a weekly basis. These programs are funds from DOE for programs and projects related to grid resiliency, energy efficiency and conservation, renewable energy technologies, and workforce development. Formula funding is predetermined and non-competitive, but must be applied for. In addition to the formula funding, DEE could potentially receive just over $70 million from IRA competitive funding. Next few slides will just provide a brief overview of the particular programs that we have applied for, will be applying for, or have been awarded. We have been awarded approximately $4.6 million for our state energy program. This provides additional support to our normal state energy program. We're currently in the process of developing new programs to utilize that additional funding. We have submitted an application requesting about $5.6 million to DOE for Energy Efficiency Revolving Loan Fund Capitalization Grant Program. That's a mouthful. But this program builds on our already successful Dollar Energy Saving Loan Program. We have been recently awarded $10.8 million for the development of the Grid Resiliency Program. NDE plans to support grid improvements projects that result in a more resilient electrical grid. This program is currently under development. We anticipate that we will have an application round open early to mid 2024. This $10.8 million was for years 1 and 2 of the federal program, and they will be opening up additional funding for years 3 through 5, which is expected to be about $5.4 million allocation for Nebraska, which NDE will also apply for. Lastly, on this slide, we have submitted an application requesting $1.7 million for Energy Efficiency Conservation Block Grant Program. These next 2 programs, we've received a lot of interest, and for good reason. NDE plans to apply for $91 million through 2 non-competitive grants. These grant funds are known as the Residential Home Rebate Programs. We are currently developing our programs and preparing the application for the grants, which is due on or before July 31st of 2025. DOE issued guidance to states in July of 2023 and with revisions to that guidance on the 13th of October. While these programs provide a great opportunity for the residents of our state, they are complicated and will take some time to develop. We have also dipped into the competitive side of the grant funding opportunities available and submitted an application on October 12th of this year for the Solar for All funding opportunity. We're competing for a grant to expand access of affordable, resilient, and clean solar energy to low-income households and disadvantaged communities across Nebraska. Again, this is a competitive grant. We're not guaranteed an award, but if we are awarded, DEE will work with a coalition of electric utilities to create a program that will expand statewide access to solar energy with community and residential solar projects. We also plan to set aside a portion of the funding for communities not served by the utilities representative part of the coalition. Again, if awarded, we'll be forming a group of community and industry stakeholders to collaborate with for the development of this program. We requested just over $70 million, and EPA states that they anticipate making initial notifications of selections in March of 2024, and if we are selected, I believe awards would be June or July of 2024. Many of our team members that work directly with their programs are here today, and I just really want to thank them all for all their continued hard work. Additional information on these programs and on other programs that we are doing are available on our website, along with status updates. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity to allow me to briefly talk about the work that our agency has been doing over the past year. It's been an exciting time and a really challenging time, but as John mentioned, there is a lot of great opportunity, and our agency is kind of full steam ahead taking those opportunities as they come towards us.